Hi quilters, it's Pam from AccuQuilt. So I love the tumbler shape. I love that we cut off the dog ears. I love how easy it goes together. So we just created a brand new tumbler die called the Fractured Tumbler. I helped name it. Pretty excited about it. All right, so let me tell you about this new studio die. So we have two different styles of the Fractured Tumbler. So this one is layer cake friendly, really easy to use, cuts 4 pieces so you could kind of shuffle those pieces. It makes a 6-inch finished block. And then here's the 2 that are just half tumblers. Again, it's layer cake friendly, makes a 6-inch block, really easy to use. So we're gonna cut some of those today. So let me show you how to do this. First of all, the two-tone foam is going to show you where you lay down your fabric. It's really easy, that way you're not wasting fabric. Also, you want to take that label, put it at your belly. So I'm going to set it right here in my Studio 2 fabric cutter. Now I'm going to line up my fabric here on this set. So you can cut up to 10 layers with your studio cutter, but I'm actually only going to cut 4 layers, and let me show you why. So first of all, I'm going to give you a little tip. If you take the widest part of the shape and measure it with your clear ruler at 1/4 of an inch to either side, then you can just rough cut off the edge of your bolt. So this is the lengthwise grain because here's that salvage edge. So I'm going to take my fabric and I'm going to line it up just like this over the shape. Okay. And don't worry about that little tail. As you run it through the fabric cutter, there are no blades inside here, just rollers, so you don't have to worry about it cutting your fabric. All right, now I'm going to take my white piece and I'm going to go the opposite direction. Now the reason I only did 4 is because you can see that there's a little bit of an overlay right here where the center blade cuts that fractured tumbler. I didn't want to have more than 10 layers. So I only did back and forth 4 layers. Okay, now look, gonna tuck that in, don't stress. All right, so I have my cutting plastic. I'm gonna put it right here on top of my die. Turn the handle. I love this Studios. All right, 90% faster than with rotary cutters or scissors. So you wanna take your hand, give it a little love, get rid of some of that static that builds up in your fabric cutter, and then slide this mat off. Don't lift, otherwise the pieces fly everywhere. I speak from experience, okay? So now, right here you can see our 2 different blocks. So here is a block that would have used all 4 of these pieces, and look how fun and fractured that all is. But I'm gonna make this particular block right over here, and then here is kind of the sample of how we're going to sew it together. But a great example is right here in our quilt. So look at this. So here's a sample of those 4 6-inch blocks. Put together, they make a 12-inch finished block. And here's the block that I'm going to make. Again, they're going to make 6-inch finished blocks. We're going to put 4 together, make a 12-inch finished block. Now I want you to know something really fun about this quilt. Look at this quilting, how we just went kind of little wandering a little bit, put it all together, kind of looks like a jigsaw puzzle. I love this quilting. This is a great example of maybe how you want to have a modern quilt. You could use really bright colors and make a really fun quilt. All right, so now I've cut those pieces. Let's sew some together. So what I want is 1 of the blue. So I'm going to get the 1 right here. And 1 of the white. Okay, now you want to make sure you follow the instructions. All the instructions come with your die, but basically what you're looking to do is you want to sew these 2 pieces together just like this, okay? You want to read the instructions because otherwise sometimes you sew those blocks wonky. Right. So I'm going to line it up just like here. Now we've cut off the dog ears for you. So right here, cut off the dog ears. This is a perfect 1/4-inch seam allowance. All right, so I would tell you to cut all your blocks first, then get here to your sewing machine, and then you want to sew those pieces together We're gonna start here. And again, quilters, I would tell you to cut all your pieces first and then sew them together, because you're gonna cut them so fast, and then you can just chain stitch for days. Okay, so now I'm gonna take my block, and because we're quilters, we press to the dark side. Okay, press this down. Look how clean that is. All right, and then we can go just right here next to this block, follow the pattern. There we go. And sew those blocks together. So look how fast and easy that new tumbler, Fractured Tumbler, came together. We'd love to see your finished projects. You can post them at AccuQuilt.com. At AccuQuilt, we help you cut time so you can quilt more.